Interesting news out today from Wizards of the Coast and mainly from Larian Studios. Found it over on Kotaku. Um, Larian Studios is officially done with Baldur's Gate. They're finished. They're out. They're not going to touch an expansion. There's not going to be a Baldur's Gate 4 done by them. They are out of the game. They are not going to touch it. So Baldur's Gate has a future dependent completely on Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast because it's really their intellectual property. And even Larian Studios said, look, we're out. We're not touching it. Wizards of the Coast gets to decide what happens. They got to find somebody else to come in and take over the helm. So when that happens with a piece of intellectual property like this, we all know the history. The people who created it, the people who built it, the people who had the idea, who kind of brought it to where it's going to be, is going to be different, right? You're not going to have that same visionary set of people at the helm. So if there's an expansion, if there ever is an expansion for Baldur's Gate, if there ever is a Baldur's Gate 4, it ain't gonna be the same. So this Baldur's Gate 3 could be the end of what of that game as we know it. Or it could just be a beginning of a bright new future. We don't know. But the people at Larian Studios kind of basically said that they really enjoy breaking new ground. They don't like kind of continuing to just spit out, the same thing over and over again. So obviously they have something in mind. They're going somewhere. They're doing something. They're not going to completely quit, right? They're not going out of the business. So that's a big chunk of what they were working on was Baldur's Gate. What are they going to do next, right? So what do they have up their sleeve that we don't know, right? So it's sort of an exciting thing to watch, both from what's Larian going to do next and what does Wizards of the Coast decide to do with Baldur's Gate? Do we just say, okay, three is it and we're finished, or do they bring in a new team in to kind of start to develop a future for it? I don't know. We'll see where it goes from here. Everybody have a great weekend. Click like, subscribe, follow. Tell me I'm wrong. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. I don't care. Tell me you don't like my shirt and blueberries ugly. It doesn't matter to me. Everybody have a great weekend.